These are ticks, by the way. These are ticks. It's like Tourette's, except I don't have the vocal ticks. I just have the physical ticks. When they want to happen, they happen. I can kind of resist it. I mean, I can, but it almost feels satisfying when I give in. Like, it feels good. It doesn't feel good, but it feels like it's a relief of tension. Okay, neither of my accounts are crashed. I think this chord here is okay. I don't think it's in the way of the Raven. Actually, I do like the way that this looks. Might be a remake. Ah. 95 ping. Probably should hook up Ethernet. I unplugged my Ethernet for a very specific reason, but I may be able to find a workaround. Oh wow, Jen is 1 million masteries. All right, here we go.
Me to see.
All right, so 150. I'm warding the Tribush here. Where could Vayne come from, right? If she's gonna be, she's not gonna 3-camp us. There's almost no way, but it's good to be prepared for that. If she 3-camps, she's coming through here, right? There's no way she's going 3 camps, walking up through river and then down here. And even if she does, I mean, we'll see it barely, but. So this is what I figured out. If you're shoving the first 2 waves, after you crash the second wave, you at 150 you can ward. Because by 210, if they 3-camp, they might be bought by 210 around there. So you have that opportunity at 150. Alright, so we wanna shove. We wanna have push, but we don't wanna push too hard. Is there Jin AFK? Is it gonna be a remake? I think so. Ooh, nice try though. Oop, wrong way, Thresh. That's a bummer. Okay, so we want to shove this one. This is what I'm talking about right here. We shove this one and then we ward the Tribush. So send the Thresh toward the Tribush here. Thresh is kind of going the wrong way. I have 300 ping, so I'm lagging here. Okay, Jin's here now.
No following these footsteps.
This is pretty wild. I'm lagging quite bad though, but yeah, that was quite bad. I don't have Lantern. I can probably walk up and heal though. Not in range. Yeah, that sucked. I did lag though, like I probably spiked like to 150 ping or something. Which that should be fixed. But let's see. So we got his flash, we got her heal, we got her flash. We can get a control ward on Thresh. Control ward should be on that button. I think. No, it's this one. I think. Would have been great if I had Lantern there. Or I'm gonna review the game. Like maybe I could have even killed with Draven. Probably not though. I think I was pretty low. Thresh. Got Vayne mid. Let's go ahead and take the opportunity to what, control ward this bush? That's not control ward. I don't know what's control ward. Okay, Shaco's fighting up here. We have the chance, like we have time. My bad, my bad. It's okay though, even if we hit it, nothing happens. They go for this, it's pretty crazy. I'm eating the cookie for the max health. Wow.
Don't be jealous.
Let's see if we can punish him because he doesn't have flash. Unfortunately, we can't. Oh, wow. Can I get it? There we go. That was pretty smooth. The wave slow pushes towards us, so we just leave it. Oh, I thought I was recalling. It's gonna like freeze in front of our tower. To be honest, yeah, that's good. I use the Thresh to keep it frozen. I'm using the cookies on Thresh to get max health. Each one gives 30 max health. If I can keep it from crashing, it's huge. Use my potions. So now we got it frozen here.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay.
Something need killing?
We're getting a bit of a CS advantage here. Every little bit counts though, for real. Because you repeat this over and over and over again and you get a huge advantage. Or you repeat even similar things.
An ally has been slain.
So can we look for a hook on all these minions? Is a question. We probably should try. Hope you missed. Could have thrown the hook too, but I think she's caught. That was not a great hook, but I just didn't line it up.
No following these footsteps.
I really want to fight him before he gets ult, because once he gets ult, he's going to be quite obnoxious. Okay, so he dodged down. Maybe I need to throw down. Just a little bit down.
Subtle. I don't do subtle.
Huge. I don't know how I'm tanking, but it works.
An enemy has been slain.
Can we heal? Let's heal. Let's get out of here.
It's how to move.
Dude, nice. That was perfect. I thought for sure Thresh would tank though. The wave, thank you Bebas, I know it's clean. Now it's slow pushing back towards us. I think BF Sword's better than Hex Optics here. How much AD do I get? Yeah, I get way more from BF Sword.
Man, I'm good.
Welcome, Bebas.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Alright, I still have a control word. I'm not sure what button is control word though. Yeah, it says equals, but I don't have an equals on this mouse. I have like 12. Maybe 12 is equals. Yeah, because there's no 12 button on a keyboard.
Nice axe. I'll take
Alright, so we can kind of look. Gen 6 is difficult because basically if we're going to go for a fight, like, we have to win. Because if we don't win, then Jin's going to ult and kill us. So it has to be good. But I think I can find it here. I'm going to walk towards Jin. Alright, this is slow. I'm slow. We'll keep looking. I think it's also good to just let the play come to us because we have the freeze. So we're winning right now. They have to make the play to stop us. Oh, that was bad. Really bad. Okay, I don't have hook. I mean, we got what? We got flash. It's gonna slow push towards them. It's close. It might still freeze. I lagged here. 180 ping. Really, the problem was the hook there. And I'm curious to see why I hooked so bad there. Why I missed that hook. Like, did I need to take more time to line it up? Or... Because that's... I feel like that often is the case. Like, I just am like, okay, good enough. And they throw it. But can't be good enough with Thresh. Like, it has to be... You have to land the hook.
Don't be jealous.
You have to know where they're going to be. Yeah, okay, good try, though. How long? 8 seconds. We're up a lot of CS. We're going to look now. There we go. Alright, we're back. We're just going to keep it down here. And then we're going to hook again. We need to know where the jungler is, though. Who's the jungler? Vayne. Alright, so we're going to go up here. Shit, I don't want to place a control word, though. Let's place a regular word. And let's place a regular... Oh, fuck. Yeah, see? I knew it. Holy shit. No, don't stop running, bro. Alright, Thresh just maybe killed himself. Oh, we have Shaco. Holy shit. Oh, no, bro. Fuck. Did I have mana for R? No, I didn't. Damn, dude. I don't have crit. I don't know. I don't know why. I was kind of thinking like, oh, if I crit, I kill her. But oh wait, I'm not recalling on Thresh.
No following these footsteps.
Almost, but that was a crazy getaway. Thanks, man. It could have been better if I was faster, you know. But yeah, it was almost there. I also stopped walking on the Draven. Thank you, though. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna watch the replay and figure out how, like, what we did wrong there. Because when can we ward to figure that out? Like, to figure out she's coming there. Because I had a sense that she was coming, but I figured it out too late, and I went to ward too late. I'm on a 170 ping, 200 ping. 160, 200. Alright, let's go for it. Where's Vayne? Hook and 5.
Perfection. I got that.
Hook and 7. What the fuck, Thresh? Oh, I didn't have barrier. I did have heal on Thresh though, so I probably could have saved him. Again, I'll check the replay on that one. I don't know if I can kill him. Never mind. Oh god.
An ally has been slain.
I thought I was up against that wall like all the way.
Let's admire me for a bit. Got axes. Need victims.
Enemy killing spree.
I'm gonna check to make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi after this, because my ping is pretty crazy. But it could be that since it's 4th of July, people are like watching streams and stuff. I hope I get better at landing those. Okay.
Life has no meaning.
Are we getting ganked? Seems like we might be. We're gonna just walk with Thresh. No way! What killed me so fast? And there's the Jin thing. Okay. Yeah, what killed me so fast there?
An ally has been slain.
I need to focus up though, cause yeah, I got it. Someone just flashed. He's 6 kills somehow. Alright, so we're gonna ward on Thresh. We're gonna ward. Oh, I just ulted instead of warding. That's alright. It's 7.
Places
Right, there
to
we go.
go, me to see. Too easy.
I don't know what this guy means.
I've got
Dominating.
pain to serve. No following.
Okay, so we got wards around here. There's probably better places, but we'll do this for now. See if we can look on Jin.
An enemy has been slain.
This is how to move.
Enemy killing.
Just keep denying minions.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Vayne is up there. Who's their mid lane? Zed.
An enemy
I don't know if I'm scared of Zed.
Dude,
As long as I see him coming, I'm okay. Okay, he uses W, which is huge. He needs that for his full combo. I don't have hook for 5. I'm gonna look anyways.
perfection. I got that.
Zed can just ult me.
destroyed a turret.
It's fine. Pull back. Where is everyone? Jin is mid.
Doesn't get better.
Nami's here. We can like find one on Nami. I'm not gonna lie. I meant to lantern myself, not hook, but the hook worked better. Okay, Vayne. Hopefully you got this, Shaco. No.
Has been slain.
All right. We maybe can do something here.
Ally has been
We need
slain.
Syndra though.
Ally has
Fuck.
been
Am I dead?
slain.
We got it. Who's coming, Jin?
Got
Where could you be?
axes. Need victims.
What the hell? She went over here. What the? Bro, I didn't expect Irelia. The top laner, bro. What? She's AP. To be honest, early Phantom Dancer could be okay. Alright. Again, I'm gonna review the game. See what was see what I could have done different there.
Don't be jealous.
It's too long. If it was like 5 seconds, then maybe, but
Let's admire me for a bit.
so what do we do with Thresh at this point? Do we sit in bushes and like try to jump people? That kind of makes sense to me. Oh, I should be warding Drag because Drag's coming up. Okay. There you go. So there, I tried to aim at Thresh, or sorry, I aimed at Zed through his W. So whether he W'd or whether he didn't, it would still hit him. That's what I was trying to do there.
Places to go, need to see, and to explore.
So we saw Veins nearby. Aurelia too. 170 ping. No way. That was just such a good condemn. I thought I was gone. I mean, what can I do? Oh, actually, she can't do anything. I can control word.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Something deep inside me.
No following these footsteps.
Just walk at him, see what he does. There we go. Yeah, I feel like with Thresh, I feel like you gotta be patient. Because I feel like if you just hold for long enough, it'll become really clear where you need to throw the hook. Like if you just hold long enough, I don't know. They stop dodging, they... See if I can catch her in a dodge, like in a dash.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Perfection? I got that.
There we go. Huge. What the hell? I missed my fillet, bro. Wow.
Now this is how to move.
Block that one. Let's come back. Ooh, not a bad try though. She did dodge down, but I overestimated how far.
An ally has been slain.
Seems to be blood everywhere I go.
Okay. Eat him the wrong way. Wow. Wow. It'll get easier now that I have Infinity Edge, because now I'm going to do way more damage. Same with LDR. Look at Frozen Heart. So Thresh is doing okay. Thresh isn't dying too much. He has a decent word score. He should get sweepers and some control words.
God axes need victims.
We don't need to step up. We don't know where Vayne is. But it's good to keep pressure up because we have pressure bot and we have pressure mid. So we kind of want Vayne to not be able to easily go bot and help there. But we also don't want to be able to be easily punished mid. So we're kind of doing a little dance here.
Man, I'm good.
An enemy has been
Okay.
slain.
So now we can pull back a little bit. Although Garen has pressure now. Vayne's here. And I missed when I can't afford to miss.
Enemy double kill.
Art shall blossom from your finger.
Alright, we'll figure that out in review. I think it wasn't worth it though to try to get the pressure there. If I land the hook, I think we actually kill Vayne, but from like a just a making good decisions perspective, I think that
Is what I want to see.
I don't know though, because we have pressure top, so probably they'll come in further back, but we really just got 1v1 by Vayne. Like, it's not like if I was further back, she wouldn't have had help, you know, and then we would have been
Don't
fine.
be jealous.
She really did it herself.
Has been destroyed.
Maybe I need exhaust, honestly, on Thresh. That's a consideration in some games. Honestly, exhausting him would make it easier to hook him, too. We need someone to cover top. Looks like Garen's got it. Thresh is hanging out mid.
I've got
Once I get lifesteal, it's on 2 items. I'm pretty sure Vayne is going to be a non-issue. Oh no, what did I do? There we go.
subtle. I don't do subtle. No following these footsteps.
Wait, this is actually good. We win this. Oh wow. Okay, Thresh is in Narnia over here, so. He landed the hook and he said, alright. You're on your own now. I actually have someone to beat. Alright, well we're close to LDR. Report him. Yeah, maybe. He's gotta go to bot jail. He has to go to training mode for 5 hours. That's his punishment.
Has been destroyed.
Perfection.
I'm just gonna farm to get the LDR finished. He's giving me like a consolatory lantern. It's not enough, Thresh. But see, when we land the hook though, when we land the hook,
Now this.
we're suddenly go from being like very weak to very, very strong. And if I have lifesteal, then it's gonna be insane. I may need Randuin's Omen just for Jhin. Like, I'm either getting 2 lifesteal items or I'm getting Randuin's Omen. Randuin's Omen might help against Zed as well.
God
An
axes
enemy
Okay.
has been slain.
need victims.
I prefer to go double lifesteal. Like, I prefer to go Bork, Bloodthirster, but you just may need Randuin's. So what am I doing? No Thresh. No Vayne. LOL. Alright, that's good though. Got our ult. It's huge. Hmm? Okay. Alright, guess we're just farming. What's the play here? Who could be here? Jhin. I guess we prep for drag. Get some wards. Maybe I get a control ward on Draven. Takes an item slot though. I feel like I should get an elixir right now. I didn't buy on Thresh, but I think it's fine. I feel like this next fight's gonna matter a lot. Alright, so I'm gonna put my Draven control ward here. And my Thresh one somewhere else. Put a Thresh. Oh shit.
This is where Draven
I don't know. So what was that? Damn, there's actually a lot of AP damage from Irelia. I thought it would be like a big crit from Jhin, but not really. So Randuin's wouldn't really help there. So lifesteal would be better. I'm very curious to look at the replay because I guess I just positioned too close to Irelia on the Draven. I should have positioned like opposite sides, but then she hit me with R, so I was kind of stuck. But I probably could have avoided the R.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Let's admire me for a bit.
Damn. Well, Maw has lifesteal, so I could get like, I get Bloodthirster and Maw, and that would probably help a lot. I don't think I'd need QSS for anything. Okay.
Places to go, me to see.
Oh fuck. So I hit the Vayne, but I'm dead. Oh man. I messed up. I was positioned too far up. I like autopiloted. There's no reason to be up there, but it's okay. I'll check in the replay. We'll learn a lot from that. Like, what is killing me? It's just hard. Zed, Vayne, Irelia. Okay. What's my next item on Thresh? Vandal Pipes. I could even go an active item. Not really sure what though. Wow. So we can't lose now if I just sit in a tower. So we'll just do that. Cover top.
I've got pain to serve.
Dan Thresh is getting stuck in the trying to path. Oh, sorry.
Perfection.
Alright. Let's go mid. Probably should have gone for the hook right away. I think I got that. I don't get that. Okay, I do get that. And now I'm gonna flash. Come on, while I have range.
Enemy has been slain.
Yeah. Damn. Alright, Thresh, you're gonna flank.
It's out of move.
Killing spree.
Oh.
Aced.
So, Michael, I don't understand that language. It's Russian, I think.
Destroyed a turret.
I don't understand.
And our faith is strong.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Need victim.
Oh, sorry, Dota 3. Yeah, Dota 3 is correct. There we go. Alright, let's look for something else here. Oh, alright. Kill the bot. Let's kill Thresh in. Actually, though, Thresh did good. It was actually Draven that was kind of behind, but I'm actually looking forward to the replay. Also, welcome back, Alchemist. I'm looking forward to the replay because some things are going to become more clear. Yeah, GG's, Bebas. Send him to the shadow realm, the chat bot. How do I ban him? I don't know. Damn, Jin got punished for AFK in the beginning. Will that even do anything if I ban him? Alright, let's download the replay. Alright, so we're gonna learn a thing or two. Even if it's just like, we'll see. I reckon it'll be very helpful. And am I on the right Wi-Fi? I'm double checking here, because yeah, I am. Damn, so it's just like 4th of July. Alright, so I got my notebook. My notes, and then I got my pencil here. So 7 for what should I say? 2 champs notes? Thresh, Draven, review. Alright, let's see. So let's set it to only our side, and then Draven.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
Okay. So I'm trying to establish push. So the way I do this, I write good on one side, and then I write bad on the other. So level 1, trying to establish push. So here, establishing push. So now at 150, we should be pushing this wave, and then Thresh should be warding the tri-bush. And that's to avoid a 3 camp from like Vayne. Okay, so that's good. Warding after. Okay, that's bad though. Draven. Caught. Let's just say bad trade. Draven, bad trade. While Thresh is warding. So I think that the correct play is to just not be push up when Thresh is warding. I should be backing up. Probably. Like, let's take a look here. Like, let's say it's ADC and support. Yeah, I'm like hyper-focused on warding. We get bubbled. So if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to hyper-focus, the wave is already crashed. So my job is already done. The wave is already crashed. So the wave is going to, like, the wave gets caught here, which means it's going to slow push back. So So I'm taking unnecessary damage here. There's no reason for me to take this damage. If the ADC was here, I would have taken, like, I'd be at 30% health right now. So my job is done. I can stand back here while Thresh is warding, and then the wave is going to slow push towards us. Also, I'm shoving. This is bad. Shoving. When slow pushing towards us. Oh shit, I wrote that in the wrong one. I wrote that in the good area. Shoving. I mean, that's pretty serious. That's pretty serious. Like, if that was in ranked, that could lose you a lot. When slow pushing. Towards us. Alright, so let's go back. Alright. Yeah, like, this is a huge problem. This is a huge problem. Now, she's warding. I don't know what she's doing here, but she gets caught. It's a good hook. Good flay, too. Unfortunately, she has bone plating. I mean, really, what do I change here? I say that I'm going to position a little bit further out from tower when I'm playing Draven. Yeah, that is a solution, actually. I shouldn't give myself grace for that. So yeah, instead of flashing where I flashed, and I'd probably do this if I wasn't playing 2 champions. I'm almost certain of that. I think it's actually a typical thing that I do. You've probably seen it, honestly, in other games that I've played here, but look, instead of flashing there, I flash here. I think the reason that I flashed here is because I knew it would take 2 autos. So I thought that if I flash here, I might not be able to get 2. Which kind of makes sense, but let's see. If I flash there, would I be in range? Auto. I mean, she walked back in, so she made the mistake, but honestly, maybe I just don't go for that. Like, there's probably an issue earlier on that made me even have to go that far. Like, let's see. So what did I do wrong here, right? I hooked, dodged a bubble. This is great. Auto. Okay, flay. Try to auto with Thresh, maybe? No. Auto. Honestly, plays over. If this was ranked, plays over. Like, we got flash heal, good enough. I don't go for this. If this was ranked, I don't go for this. Unlucky she gets bone plating back up. But yeah, if this is ranked, I don't go for this. This is way too risky. Like, I burn my barrier and flash for nothing. And I trade 300 gold for 300 gold. It's not worth it. I get his flash though, but then I burn my heal. 100% we just take... We take the flash heal, because now what, right? Now it's a 2v1. Let's see, Thresh's cooldowns are long, but it's a 2v1. Nami's either weak house to back, okay? So there's 2 situations. Either she stays, and she's low health, she W's herself once or twice, she's half health. I look for a hook, or I set this up to slow push, and they're screwed. Because if she's... Even if I don't land the hook, like even if she's positioning well, if she's half health, has no flash, no heal, I have barrier flash, I'm Draven Thresh, heal flash, and the wave is slow pushing up here, they can't stop this shove. They can't stop this freeze if I freeze it right here. Because if they try to walk up, we just walk up and fight them. Because we have such an advantage with our summoners and our health bars. So they have to sit there and watch their my minions die and us take theirs. So they just lose 6 minions, wave after wave. And like, what can he do? He can recall, but he can't buy anything. So he's screwed for 2 or 3 waves if we do that. So the correct play every single time here is to not go for this. This is absolutely the incorrect play. 1,000 times over. Like, we got the heal flash. Great. Boom. Wait, lane's one. Lane's one right here. Lane's one. We shove the wave, have it bounce back, or he shoves it for us. Lane's one. Okay, so what can we learn from that? What we can learn from that is to accept that summoner spell cooldowns and like health and everything, that summoner spell cooldowns and is valuable. That this is good enough. Like, we just got a huge win from this right here. That's what we can learn from that. That sometimes it's enough to just get summoners. And that's kind of the lesson that I have to go into this with. So, let me write that down. Sometimes... Or actually, summoner spells are good enough. And I think another thing to write that's relevant is death by 1,000 cuts. That's a very valid way to win lane. You don't have to like have one big fight that you just kill them all, right? But if you win one little trade and then one little trade and one little trade and one little trade and you get their sum and they mess up and they flash, add that up and you win big time. And that's better and that's more consistent than trying to do these big old plays. So that's big. I think that's a good thing to remember is death by 1,000 cuts. Another thing is Thresh walks away. Now he doesn't have cooldowns, but he does have heal. So I could say, like for bad, like Thresh, and this is level 2. Thresh runs too far away. Keep him close, even while focusing on Draven. And I think that would be huge. I think that would be huge because imagine I'm in the habit of always keeping Thresh close. Like he's level 2, but say he's level 3. If I'm used to always having Thresh close, like just like even if I don't have plans for Thresh, I just have him close. Then he can just boom lantern. Right? If I need it, boom lantern or heal. Right? Or say his hook comes back off cooldown. Right? Like let's look here. 3, 2. Nah, it didn't come off, but still, point stands. So keeping the Thresh close, that's huge. Let's write that down. Keep Yeah, okay, I already wrote it down. Alright, we're good. Alright. Wave is still pushing towards us. Let's see what I do here. Draven and Thresh timing is off. I let this crash, that's fine. Drop an axe, that's fine though. Thresh kind of messed up the minion, that's fine though. The little things. I'm kind of like half slow pushing, half shoving. Oh, I'm trying to ward. I think I was trying to like keep my axes while I was warding, like, but I wasn't using my whole brain, you know? I just like kind of, oh, I need to keep my axe up. I wasn't thinking about the situation. Missed the hook. Fair. He W'd. Fair. Obviously, I think the hook could have been better still, but I think that's also fair. Now I understand why I missed. And this is just a great prediction from Jin. This W. Let's see, do we land this? Yeah, we do. That's great. The flay is correct in the correct direction. Zed is here. That's unfortunate. This is great, though. This is like... This is what... Oh, great dodge, by the way, on like 120 ping. But so good. Like limit testing, this is so good. That was so good. Keeping the pressure here. What's up? We don't know where Vayne is. We don't know where Zed is. Recalling is valid here. It's slow pushing towards us. We don't really get anything from staying. This is good. It's going to get stuck right here. Jhin knows that, so Jhin stays to try to shove. Because he doesn't want us to get a freeze. Thresh is here though, so Thresh is going to be able to stop it from crashing. No reason to look mid. We don't need to get distracted. Holding it. This is all good. Honestly, probably could have pulled it further back, but also risky because we don't know where they are. So I think this is okay. That's kind of a risky position to put my Thresh in, but I think it's worth it here. Getting this freeze, like they miss 3 minions so far. They miss 4, 5. Just by this decision, they've missed 5 minions. Now they're going to miss 6. So they've missed 100 gold now. I might have just broken it somehow. Just not paying attention. What's up, Zepto? What's up? I'm reviewing a game right now. I'm reviewing the last game I played. I made the decision that I'm gonna be reviewing. I'm gonna take it seriously. So I'm reviewing this last game and I'm taking notes. I've got notes here, and so I'm taking this different perspective, and I'm breaking things apart, and I'm making rules and intention. So before I go into a game, I'm gonna set an intention. Like for example, before I went into this game, I set the intention to ward the tri-bush. In this case, it was this one at 1 minute 50 seconds. So you push 2 waves in the bot lane, and then you ward this bush. And the reason why is because if the enemy jungler is gonna 3 camp you, right? So they might go Raptors, Krugs, red, all right, and then they might come straight here. By 2 minutes, they're here. By 2:15, they're here. Okay, by 2 minutes they're finishing red. By 2:15 they're here. If you are pushing the waves, the second wave crashes at 150. Okay, and so you have between 150 and like 205 to walk up here and ward this bush. And if you do that, and the enemy jungle's trying to 3 camp you, now you know you live. So you have like 15 seconds right there, or like 25 seconds. So that was my intention this game, and it's stuff like that. Anyways, back to it. But we learned some things already. Like I tend to maybe overplay, and it's okay to accept just getting summoner spells. You don't have to kill them every time, right? Like if you can get their summoner spells and walk away and you're full health, you don't need to run them down and like go 1 for 1 because you went in too deep and towered over them, right? It's way better for you to just get their heal and their flash and walk away. And now you get to dictate the lane. You get to control the lane now because you're the one with the summoner spells. You're the one with all the health. So now if they try to step up, you can just kill them, right? So now they can't step up. You can deny minions, all kinds of stuff. So that's one thing I wrote down, that summoner spells are good enough. And then the other thing is death by 1,000 cuts. So yeah, it's the same thing though. It's okay, like you deny a minion there, you win a trade here, you get their flash there, right? You don't need to land a hook, do this crazy play double kill. You don't need to do that. If you whittle them down and you just win these little things, then all of a sudden, when you do land a hook, the chance of you winning the fight is now 90% or is 100%. Whereas if you're both full health and you land the hook, the chance of you winning the fight is maybe like 70%, you know, or 60%, or sometimes 40% if it's a bad situation, right? So yeah, death by 1,000 cuts. So these are a couple lessons so far. So here we're freezing. We've denied 6 minions already by freezing here. He gets 1. So we denied 100 gold from that. We look for this. I missed the flay. All right, there's a reason for this. When I'm playing right now with the offset locked screen. So if you're topside, the locked screen isn't in the middle, it's down. So you can see more down. And if you're bot side, it's up. Alright? This is way better for landing hooks. I land way more hooks like this. However, it messes with my muscle memory. Because half the time, if I move my mouse this much, it makes my thresh go right. Right? But then half the time, if I move my mouse that same amount, my thresh is still going left. I'll show you. I'll show you. So I have my abilities bound to these buttons on this mouse. There's all my thresh abilities, right? So right here, that one's Q, that one's W, this one's E, this one's heal, flash, ult, item 1, item 2, trinket, level up E, level up R, and then this is my control word button. And so I play it with my thumb. Like Q, W, E. See? And same thing with Draven. It's almost the same exact setup. 1 is Q, 2 is W, 3 is E, 4 is R. So yeah. Oh, actually I need this. Alright. So yeah, so there's a bit of a dilemma there. Because either... Now, I tried playing... Thank you, Zepta. I am, by the way. I tried playing... Sorry, one sec. I tried playing with the just fixed lock screen, okay? And I cannot see very much when I'm topside. So it's really, really hard to hook. There's a solution to this. The solution is I look with my Draven screen. So I know where the enemies are with my Draven screen, and then I aim my hook on my Thresh screen where I think they are because I know where they are with my Draven screen. Right? So I just have to kind of coordinate it. I have to map it out in my head where I see them with my Draven screen, and now I don't need to see them on my Thresh screen. I just know they're in that direction. So that's one solution. That honestly kind of works, though that takes a lot of like trust. That takes a lot of confidence to do that, because you have to trust, like, I can't see them, but I have to trust myself that that's where they are, right? And so sometimes, like, I don't know how I'm going to build that confidence. That's an option, though. That's an option. The other option is that I keep the offset of the lock screen, so it's different if I'm top or bottom side, but I have to make my movements on my mouse bigger. So if I want to move left, I have to practice moving my mouse all the way to the left side of the screen. If I want to move right, I have to practice moving my mouse all the way to the right side. And that way, no matter what offset is, if I want to move left, I'm moving left. And if I want to move right, I'm moving right. And I'm not sure what's better. When the screen is fixed in the middle, my Thresh moves more how I want him to move, and my flays are way more accurate, and my lanterns are way more accurate, right? However, when I have the offset screen, my flays can be inconsistent, my lanterns can be inconsistent, but my hooks are way more accurate. And I reason that your hooks are more important. Because imagine your Thresh lands 90% of his hooks. Like, that's a crazy Thresh, right? Even if his lanterns are okay, even if his E's are okay, if he lands his hooks, that's the winning part. Your brain needs to be studied by science. Yeah, some people have said that. That would be cool to get like a scan, maybe even a scan while I'm playing. That could be interesting. All right, so we're still freezing. Although I think we broke the freeze, but he's pushing it back, so he's giving us the freeze again. But so the other reason the freeze is really good, this might be self-explanatory, but the other reason the freeze is really good here is that now, just like this, if they walk up like this, if they walk up, we get to chase them down all the way here. They have to run all the way here to get to their tower, right? Whereas if they were here, they're at their tower. Like I can't walk past here because I get under tower, right? That's the other benefit of letting it slow push and then freeze. Here we go. We walk up with the flay. I need to land this flay, right? This is an important flay. But I go by intuition where I think my mouse is. I'm wrong. I flay in the wrong direction. And I think that's because of the offset. Honestly, I think that's because of the offset. A solution to that is to actually, when I want to flay, instead of going by intuition, which I could, if it was an offset screen, I could. But because I'm doing offset, I may have to glance down at my thresh screen, look at my mouse, and move it really quick to where I want it to be. Now, the downside is that means I'm not looking at Draven, right? But can I autopilot Draven? Can I know, like, okay, Draven needs to auto twice here. I have enough time now to glance at my thresh screen, move the mouse, and flay. You know? And then I can practice in practice tool, like, catching axes without looking at Draven. And that, I think, is very reasonable. If I can, like, for example, if I can lock down catching 2 axes without looking at Draven, which sounds really simple, right? If I can do that 100% of the time, where I catch 2 axes without looking at Draven, that will give me time to aim the hook, land the hook. Aim the flay, land the flay, without giving up Draven DPS. I mean, both lobes of your brain must be pretty well developed to be able to do this. I don't know, maybe. I didn't dodge that, but is what it is. If I did dodge that, though... Okay, look. This is a huge... It looks like a little mistake. Like, oh, he missed the flay. This changes. This lost us a kill. All these little things lost us a kill right here. Like, watch. Okay? Alright, if I land the flay, he gets hit by Glacial. I can Draven E him, slow, auto. I could even go on the Nami, who doesn't have flash, I know now. I could E onto her, auto. I could hook. Right? Maybe there's meanings in the way, maybe I don't hook. If I dodge this bubble, alright, let's say I miss the flay, but I dodge the bubble. If I dodge a bubble, I'm still walking with Thresh. I throw the hook above her, right? I throw the hook above her, either she keeps walking, gets hit by the hook, she's dead. Or she dodges this way, because she doesn't have flash, so this is her only option. She dodges this way, into the Draven, dies to the Draven. If there was any chance of her living, it's gone, because I have E. So I just E her, and she's dead. So, by getting hit by this bubble, which seems insignificant, by getting hit by that, we lose the kill. So these little things matter. So I'm going to write that down. I was level 5. Did not dodge bubble on Thresh, and as a consequence, we lose a 100% guaranteed kill. So, intend to dodge and not simply expect to get hit here and there. Intend for getting hit by bubble, I don't know, by skill shot, to be the exception. And I'll simplify it here. Intend to dodge skill shots. With Draven, and with Thresh. And that's huge. That mindset is huge, right? Because if your mindset is just like, oh, I get hit sometimes. But if you actually set your intention to, okay, I'm going to dodge, then you'll actually dodge. So now that's I'm rewiring that to where that's important now. Dodging is important. Dodging is like catching axes. Again, lost a kill. And all of these things add up. Imagine if I didn't make any of these mistakes. They'd be gone. This game would be over. I'd have like 2,000 gold on them. But let's see. Do I get a kill anyways? I get a kill anyways. I get the kill anyways, but still. I could have landed that, by the way. What did I do wrong there? I get the kill anyways, but if she would have played 10% better, I wouldn't have got the kill here, and I would have needed to do this. So as we climb in ranks, I'm not going to be able to get away with this. So why did I do that? Let's understand why I hooked like that. Alright, what was I thinking?
Art shall blossom from your finger.
Alright, what was I thinking here? What was I thinking? So he was walking this way. Okay, my brain didn't catch up. So I thought he was hooking this way, and I didn't like... I was so... So I saw him walking this way. I came up with a plan in my mind, right? Okay, he's walking this way. I'm going to hook right here. And I was so intent on that plan that even after seeing him walk, my brain was like, I'm going to hook there anyways. That's how I understand this. Because we saw him walk up before I hooked. You ever do that where you have like a moment where like you react to something before you even realize you react to it? Anyways. Because let's look at this different. Alright, let's look at this different here. Alright? Yeah, he's not even walking this way. This is a huge, huge mistake. Completely pointless. Look, he's not even walking here. So I had the opportunity here to process. So he's walking this way, that makes sense. And now I think what it is, I'm feeling stressed, I want to land the hook. I'm feeling stressed, I want to land the hook. Okay? Here's what I should be doing with my mouse. I should be having it here. And as he's going this way, I should be walking it with him. Moving it with him. Alright, he's going to be right there. Throw the hook. So, there's like a countdown in my mind if I let it. Alright, there's like a countdown. It's not like a literal countdown, but it's like a... It's intention. It's pressure. Alright? And here's what happens. Because I set my mind, I'm going to hook, I'm going to hook, I'm going to hook, I'm going to hook, I'm going to hook. Alright? And I feel the pressure building, and I say, now I'm going to hook. Right there, right? And then I throw the hook. Okay? So what I need to be doing... I need to be tracking their movements. So as I'm deciding to hook, those two things shouldn't be one or the other. The decision to hook should not be like... It should be... That program in my mind should be running at the same time as me tracking where they're going. Okay? That shouldn't be... Like right now the way it feels is like I'm tracking where they're going and then I make the decision to hook. And as I do that, I'm no longer tracking them. Doesn't need to be that way. So relax, right? Relax, have my mouse tracking him. Okay, and now I decide to hook. Boom, it's right there. Trust my brain. my brain's going to come up with where they're going to be. It's done it before. If I just trust my mind and let go, my mind is keeping track of where of the velocity they're going. I should know he's going to be right here. I should know. But I'm overriding it because I'm intense, because I'm stressed. I'm overriding it. Track, okay, I'm walking this way. Okay, so he's walking this way. I'm thinking ready to hook, ready to hook. Okay, there we go. Boom. Hook right there, land it. Alright. So we're gonna write that down. Stopped tracking movements of Jin once decided to hook. So the solution is to allow your mind to feel where to hook. Do not think. Feel it. I think that helps, because we're trying to access, you know, it's like when you're playing music and you reach the flow state. We're trying to access that. We're trying to access the quick decision. We're trying to access all of these parts of the brain working at the same time, not overpowering each other, and doing their job. You know, you don't have that over demanding boss that shows up in your brain when you're stressed and just tries to control everything. You're giving this part of your brain that does tracking, you're giving it the opportunity to take the reins in this instance. And again, I think that setting that intention helps. I think that just deciding that you're going to do that, your brain does a lot of the work for you just by recognizing it and deciding it. And then your brain, it's like, oh, okay, that's what we're supposed to do. All right, let's do that. Okay, let's keep going. We're slow pushing, this is good. Looking for a hook, this is good. He dodged down. So, another thing to learn here. When the hooks are this far away, it seems like people dodge. So if they're this far away, throw it here. That's what I say. Throw it right there. Maybe further down, yeah. That's a lesson. If they're almost max range, if they're max range, they don't dodge. But if they're 80% max range, they dodge. So if they're 80% max range, throw hook down. That's another thing, right? If enemy is 80% max range of hook, throw slightly down.
Now that is what I want to see.
Below them. That's it. That's a rule, right? So I'm going to integrate that rule. I'm going to think it. I'm going to read it before I go into game. And next time I'm in this situation, I say, okay, they're almost max range. I'm going to throw it down. And once I start doing that, that's going to be an upgrade. That could be a kill right there, right? That's another instance of just a kill. And that's a kill by adding one rule to the rules by which I play this game. Alright, it's slow pushing. This is good. What are we gonna do here? We could back. We should back right here. Okay, that was actually good. Impressed myself. Hold on, let's go back and look at that. So the correct play changes because I pulled it off. The correct play is to back off. We don't know where Vayne is. We don't know where Zed is. We got this crash. It's going to slow push back towards us. It's greedy to even take the plate. We should be out of here. We should be gone. We should be gone. We don't know where Zed is. We don't know where Vayne is. She could be right here, right now. We should be out of here. It's going to slow push back. Honestly, that is the correct play. This is still incorrect. Even though I got the kill, it's incorrect. It was awesome to land the hook. That was sick. But this is absolutely the incorrect play because, watch. What are the odds I land this? Even if I'm really, 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 really good, 70% chance I land it. So there's a 30% of the time I don't land it, and we get nothing here, okay? You know, maybe 80% if I'm like, oh, thresh one trick really, really, really good, okay? So we land this. I knew I couldn't trust her. Is that YouTube chat? I don't even know what your name is, bro. It just looks like taco, pretzel, french fries. Alright. So we land the hook, that's sick. Like, that's really impressive, that's crazy. Turns into a kill, that's great, but watch. Vayne's here now. The lantern's not great, but honestly it is good. Because here's why. By walking up here, it keeps Vayne here and not chasing us. I lantern. Do I flash here? I should flash here. I don't flash. I should have flashed on Thresh. I walk up, fillet, and then flash out. So this was good. But I burn, heal, flash, like, barrier. Is that worth it for one kill? Heal, flash, barrier? I don't know. It's debatable, but I don't think that's the correct play. Because this could have gone worse. Like, Vayne could have played it better. But it's slow pushing towards us. It's good. We have a freeze. It's great. So we can look for a kill. We should probably ward, to be honest. This is a good time to ward, maybe. Just to at least get that one. But we're zoning off CS, which is great. I think he missed 3 minions or 2. Yeah, he's missed like 80 gold. We're fully zoning him off. This is crazy. This is good movement by Thresh. Let's see, what do I do here? So I go in on the Nami. She's pretty caught out of position here. I shouldn't open with hook. Let's see if I do though. Open with E, that makes sense. She flashes. Hook right here would be good. Okay. I don't even know what that is. That was so bad. I don't even know what I was thinking. I think that genuinely, like, maybe my mouse is like, because I got a new mouse, my mouse is not where I thought it was, because that just doesn't make sense. Who was I going for? Did I panic? Okay, so I E her this way, right? That makes sense. She flashes it. Makes sense. I hook right here. I hook right here. Right now. Hook right here. You think I was watching Draven screen? It probably is true. That's probably true. That's probably true. And then maybe I tried to go off intuition for the hook, which doesn't work with the fixed screen. Okay, this doesn't work. The offset screen doesn't work. This doesn't work because I want to be able to play Draven and then hook without looking at Thresh. And I can't do that if half the time it's going to be different. So I have to, but is there a way I can like zoom out a little bit? Is there a way I can see more down? Can I get like is that cheating? Can I get a monitor that's like up and down so I can see more up and down? That would be so good on Thresh. That would be game changing on Thresh. But is that cheating? I don't know. Because this does not work. if my plan here was to just throw intuitively the hook and I was trying to hit Jin or something without looking, like imagine if that works. Like imagine if I can focus on Draven and then hook and land it. You don't think it's cheating? I don't think it's cheating either. I know that some people do. Some people have monitors that are like this that are really wide, and they see like the entire lane. So I just wonder if there's an up and down version. All right, yeah, obviously this was bad. So I don't even know what this. The solution is look at the thresh screen and line up the hook. Because what is this? Your friend has one? He has one that's... I mean, like, the only explanation for this is that I was trying to predict his dodge. But even doing that, it was improper calculation. There's no way he's moving that far. He'd have to flash into that, but I definitely wasn't thinking of that. Okay, Bebas. He has one that's left and right, or he has one that's up and down? Alright, so for the Thresh, here's what I'm writing, okay? I need to, before hooking... look at Thresh screen. For 1 second. 1 whole second. Line up hook. Breathe. Like, I swear I'm going to make it like a ritual. Breathe out. Breathe out. Throw hook. So I'm going to go into practice tool. I'm going to go into bots and I'm going to practice that. That's going to be the ritual. I look at the thresh screen for 1 second, line up the hook, breathe out, and then throw it. Left and right, and it's so much lane vision. I don't know if it'd work vertically. Yeah. I don't think left and right would be good for me. It might, but it might just be distracting. Like, the only other thing I can think of is I have to just play... I think it's really possible, to be honest, that I can look at the Draven screen and just know, like, relative... Like, basically what I'm saying is I can look at the Draven screen and know where I need to throw the hook on Thresh. Like, know where to aim. I think that's possible because I've done that a little bit. Yeah, just a quick look to see where your mouse is. Like, that's the thing, though. That's true. Like, that's what I wrote down. And when I land my hooks, like when I'm playing my best and I land my hooks, that's what I do. I look at the thresh screen for like a good second until it clicks. There's a time where, like, I swear, where my mind has done the calculation and it's just clear to me. And then when I'm playing my best, then I hook. I look, I give it a second, and then I feel like letting go. I let go and I hook. And then it lands a lot of times. But the thing is that I feel like that's like level 1. And level 2, bear with me with this analogy, okay? Like Super Saiyan 1 or Super Saiyan 2. Just tuned in, not being troll, but what is the problem here you're trying to figure out? I know it's not insane, but I peaked Masters ADC. I know I'm still trash. I peaked Masters ADC as well, bro, and I understand that feeling. I felt like I'm trash too, but you have to get over that. You gotta mute all, bro, and you gotta build up your self-esteem because getting to Grandmaster and stuff, I believe, you can do it, and I can do it. It's just you have to believe and you have to you have to be intentional. All right, so here's the problem. Kush. I'm playing Thresh with my left hand, and I'm playing Draven with my right hand at the same time on 2 computers. And the problem is that I lock my screen on Thresh, so I don't have to move my screen around, right? I just move my screen around with Draven. I just unlock with Draven. I lock my screen on Thresh. I have 2 options. I either do the regular lock screen, right? Or I do like the offset lock screen. That, like, if you're top side, you see it shifts you down, so you see more bot side. And if you're bot side, it shifts you up. All right? Here's the thing. The problem with it being shifted is that when I try to flay, Like, I did it just a second ago. When I try to flay, and I think my mouse is somewhere, I go to flay, I flay in the wrong direction. If I'm using, and I've done this before, if I'm using the regular lock screen every single game, then I can... I just hook. I don't have to, or I just flay. I don't need to look. I can flay, I can lantern. I know where my mouse is. Because it's the same every single game relative to Thresh in the middle, right? Same thing with hooks, right? What I just did with this hook, the only way I can understand how bad this hook is... The only way I can understand this is if I thought my mouse was somewhere else and I threw the hook. Because I know right now, okay, I eat her this way, she flashed. Great response, I hook right here. I know that. I hook right here. Where is this going? Like, even if I was aiming at Jhin, even if I was trying to catch him dodging, that's still too far. This just doesn't make sense. There's something big wrong here. This is such a big incongruence that there's something really big wrong here. And I think it's that. And so here's the thing, okay? When I lock my screen in the center, it fixes some of these problems, but now I can't see. Right? Because now, if I'm topside and they're down here and I'm trying to hook them, my GUI is covering them. Even if it's the smallest GUI, it's covering them and I can't see anything. So the solution is that I use my Draven unlock screen to like scout. And then I hook based on where I know they are. Like I visualize it in my head, kind of. I map it out. And then I throw the hook without actually seeing them on the Thresh screen. I see them on the Draven screen. But I aim in that direction and then I hook. And what we're talking about is, you know that there's those monitors that go like this, right? And you can see a whole bunch like left and right. You can see the whole lane. What I'm thinking, what I'm hoping is, what if I get a vertical monitor so I can keep my Thresh screen locked and consistent, but maybe I can see more up and down. And we're talking about like, is that cheating? I mean, it's in the game. Like I could just buy a monitor. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that aspect ratio exists. But if it does, that could be pretty game changing for this. Because suddenly, like, I may not need to look at the Thresh screen in order to hook. I may not need to look at the Thresh screen in order to flay. Because the more games I've played of this, the more of a sense I have of like, okay, my mouse is over here, now the flay is going to go that way. You know? Like, yeah. Alright. That's what we're talking about. This is crazy. This is something that seriously needs to be fixed. What I wrote down right now is, before hooking, look at Thresh screen for 1 second, line up the hook, breathe out, and then throw the hook. When I'm playing my best, I had a good habit before. I did something similar to this. That worked. I give it a second, I look, and it's like my brain is figuring it out, and then it clicks. And then once it clicks, and it just takes a second of being relaxed, I know where they are, I throw the hook. And most of the time I land it. So I'm going to try that, but I think that's like Super Saiyan 1. Alright, or that's like not Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2 is I don't even need to look. But couldn't you just walk up to flay first, and most of the time you shouldn't miss hook after? Sort of, but I like to throw the hook, to be honest. Maybe you're right, though, to be honest. Like, maybe I do need to do that. Let's see. Let's look here. Let's see what I could have done here. There's actually a really cool mechanic, by the way, that I've been practicing. I can E an enemy and, like with Draven, stand aside and hook where they're going to get stand asided. And they can't dodge it. And you don't miss stand aside, right? Like, stand aside is not impossible to miss. Or you'd never miss stand aside. So you throw it, it knocks her here, and then you hook. That might be a good thing to actually try to implement in real games. I've been practicing that in training with other people. That might be good. Alright, here we go, right? So this makes perfect sense. E her this way, she responds with flash, hook there. That makes perfect sense. She has no flash. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking. I mean, it really is a problem. Like, I hear what you're saying. I just have to say that fast is not better. Here's the thing, okay? All right, let's imagine this is years down the line and I have 2 million mastery points with all this. You would think that I would be able to do some of this without looking, or do it really fast instinctually, right? So it's true that it shouldn't be trading accuracy. But the thing is, Kush, I'm responding to what you're saying. True on the hook is insane miss, but I feel like you could have closed the gap with Jin. I should have hooked Nami though. Nami just used her flash. Like, I could have hooked Nami, landed it, pulled myself in, and now Jin is caught. Jin is pinned now. I kill Nami, Thresh is over here, Draven's here, Jin is pinned. And he has to kite this way. I mean, fast isn't better most of the time for you. Yeah, I get you, Zepta. So I'm not going to make that compromise where I'm just going to be faster and miss hooks more. I mean, that's what we're seeing right now, right? That's not the compromise I'm making, but if I can land it, if I can get to a point where I can see it without seeing it, if I can get to a point where I just know where my mouse is like I see it, I just, like, I practice and I train that. I even train, you know what I should do? I swear. So here's what I've been doing. I've been going into practice tool and I've been training catching Draven axes with my eyes closed. I swear to God. I go into practice tool and I hit minions, or I put down dummy and then I kite around it. And I close my eyes and I've tried to, like, lately I've been trying to catch 10 axes in a row without seeing. Well, I'll just close my eyes, okay? Now imagine I do that on Thresh. Like, maybe that's what I should do. Is I should close my eyes and I should practice throwing the hook after closing my eyes. Because I believe that there is a way to sense where your mouse is without looking. Your mind is keeping track of the tactile movements of your hand. There's a way to make the association. And that's the thing. I can only look at one thing at a time. Right? But if I can see it without looking at it, then that's huge. I think Nami Flash is whatever. She's so far gap from Jin. You could be right, man. Let's look again. Okay, so give up on here, walk towards him, flay him. You're right. You're right. I mean, this is a risk to turn it into a double kill, but you're right here. I could have just walked this way and flayed him into Draven, and then hooked once he flashed. And he would have been slowed by Glacial, so you're right. You're right, though. But I mean, also, like, if I was better, like, the ultimate high skill thing might be this hook. Like, if we're talking, like, way down the line, the hook is the highest skill thing, I think. But I think you're also right that this is consistent. If there were a way to see the same mouse pointers in the same monitor, it would be easier. There is, bro. There is, Zipta. Somebody else did this. His name is, I forgot his name, but he supported himself and he did this too. And he had 2 mouses up there. But I don't want to. I don't want to. First of all, I feel like that's kind of like using a third party. So it's kind of like cheating with Riot. Like, I don't think this guy played ranked with this. I plan to play ranked with this. So I don't want to do anything like that. And then the other thing is... I think there's a genuine advantage to doing this intuitively. I think so. I have that in my gut, and I almost know it to be true. Because I play the Thresh unusually. I move him unusually. Look, honestly, you playing sup and ADC at the same time is insane. I'm just giving my opinion. I hear you, Kush. I hear you. I appreciate the opinion because I'm trying to improve this. I'm taking this seriously now. So I appreciate your opinion. It's like, it's helping me. You're right, though. And I think the reason I didn't do it is because I don't practice that. Up to this point, I've always practiced hooking. I don't think I've ever practiced flaying and then hooking. I think it scares me because I have to walk up to them, right? So I move my mouse this way to walk up to them, then I have to flay this way, and then I have to hook this way. And I think all that movement scares me. I think I will have to lock my screen though. I'll have to remove the offset in order to learn that. Because that needs to be intuitive. It needs to be like boom, 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 right? It can't be like half the games I have to go boom, 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 and then half the games I have to go boom, boom, boom. Like, that's what's tripping me up, because then I'm not using my autopilot. I'm not using my muscle memory. I'm using my mind. I'm using my RAM, my bandwidth. That's the problem. This stuff should be automatic. I'm playing 2 champs, right? So I need to be intentional with what I'm using my bandwidth on. And I need to figure out what it is, where are the angles that I can automate things in my mind. Like practicing Draven E into Thresh Hook. Like if I get that automatic, and I don't even need to like, yeah, I don't know if you've ever done this, but if you play Draven, like I've played Draven since I was 12, sometimes I see an opportunity, I don't even have to think to myself, oh, that's an opportunity to kill him. I just like, oh shit, like I just feel it in my heart, like, oh, he stepped too far. I throw my E and I run him down. I don't even have to think about it. You know, like if I can do that with Thresh Hook and Draven E, it's like, oh shit, he just walked into a position where I can Draven E Thresh Hook. I don't even think about it. My mind just does it. Just boom, Draven E Thresh Hook. They're dead. You know, like those are the types of things I'm talking about. Like those is like, that's like Super Saiyan 2. That might be Super Saiyan 3. That might be Super Saiyan 3, is like stuff like that. But that's what I'm really excited about. Those like macros in my brain. Press it, execute the play. And then I can be actually thinking about the team fight. I can be thinking about where the enemies are. I can be thinking about the positioning, all that, you know. But let's look back at this one more time. My movement's good here. I'm looking, I'm walking up. This is good. Triangle, this is good. Damn, that's a lot of damage. I don't even think that was a crit. Flash, okay. Throw the hook right here. This is perfect. However, I also see walk up this way with Thresh. Don't hook, right? Walk up this way with Thresh. Maybe flay him this way. And then ult, right? And then if he flashes, then hook. Yeah, like if I had hook right there, right? You might be right, bro. You might be right, because honestly, but I mean, this hook, I swear this hook kills Nami. Like let's look at all vision. I swear this hook kills Nami. Let's double check though. Maybe I'm wrong. Like there's no way I miss these. Okay, here we go. So she can flash here, hook right here. Like that hits. And she can't dodge into it. She can't dodge up. She can't dodge down. So that Nami's dead. But at the same time, like, okay, I flay, and then he flashes, and then I hook. So I don't know. The flay is consistent, but also I swear that the hook is consistent because I just know I hit that. You know? Like, if I just put it in the right spot, I just know I hit that. So that is a 100% play in my mind, or like close to it. So I don't know. I don't know. My gut tells me that I just gotta figure out these hooks. By the way, my hooks were better before. I got a new mouse, so I'm not used to the sensitivity on the mouse. I was using this mouse. And the sensitivity on this is probably like 30% more. So, but I played for like 3.5 months with this mouse. And I was landing, I'd land some pretty crazy hooks. I had an intuition for it. So I know this. But anyways. Alright, let's see. So the wave is slow pushing. I don't know if I broke the freeze intentionally. Probably on accident. Maybe it already broke when we fought. Okay, it's slow pushing. That's good.
The face is identical to mine.
Oh, let me turn off this vision. Looking for the angle. Good hook. Dodge the bubble. That's good. Flay. That's good. There we go. That's good. No complaints. So let's look at that one more time. So I found what it was. I found the angle. I was trying to cut her off. Long range hook. Very good. Dodge the bubble. Alright, that's good. Do we know where Vayne is? I don't think we know where Vayne is. Do we shove or do we back up? Probably should back up. Yeah, it's crashed. We should back up. So I go to ward with Thresh. Which makes sense. I think I'm thinking of Vayne here. Yeah, I ward Thresh. What did I just press? I ward with Thresh. And I die. So here's the problem. What was it? I think I don't ward here. This is a mistake. Because I have the feeling Vayne's here. Warding here is a mistake. Because I just get myself killed. I should just back up. It's already slow pushing. I don't know why there's no reason to push this in. The wave's under tower here. I shouldn't hit this minion. I'm going to ward. I think I'm autopiloting. He's pushing the slow pushes towards us. I should not do this. But because I'm trying to ward, I'm like tunnel vision. I'm pushing on Draven. I knew she was here, or at least I had the sense. Should have just backed up. Let it slow push, recalled. Bought items. Got back, froze again. Instead there's this. Okay. And then I like tunnel or something on Thresh and stop moving on Draven. And I stop moving on Draven again. I try to go up, but I don't crit. But I don't have crit. So I don't know if that was right for me. Was this a mistake here? Let's see. Good hook. Do I have flay? No flay. No sums. Honestly, debatable. Like, it's not bad, but I probably should have positioned further back. Let him hit a little bit and then get him, but that might get this guy killed. So that's a debatable situation there. He died anyways. Never mind. I should have let him die. I should have been over here. I shouldn't be in that situation in the first place, though. I let it slow push, right? Recall, buy items, come back, freeze it here. That's what I should have done. So I overstayed is what that was. A very detailed explanation for overstaying. But the details are important, I think. And they're helpful. They paint a picture. And we see the game in images. We don't see the game in text. This is fine. Probably should be warding up here with Thresh. Shoving the wave with Draven, warding here with Thresh. We do have a ward there though, so that's solid. It's not like Vayne's going to be able to get through here, so I guess it's okay. What are we going to do here? We're going to crash it. We're going to look for a hook. Not terrible. Although I miss those a lot. So I hope I figure that one out. Even if I land that, it's just a little bit of poke. Not a bad try. It's a low cooldown at this point in the game, so... Solid. So solid. Dodge the bubble. Ult. I thought I double kill. I double kill there like 10 out of 10 times. I'm not quite sure what went wrong here. Okay. Land the hook, that was great. Flay, great. Dodge a bubble, great. Walk back. What am I doing here? Walking too far forward? Oh. Oh. I think really the only reason I die there is because Thresh tanked a couple towers first. So is there a way I could do this without tanking on Draven? Okay. Auto. Auto. This positioning makes sense. I'm getting the third auto lining up the R. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like I usually don't die there. Or I usually get double kill there, but... What am I doing? Oh, I'm like thinking maybe I can kill him. Yeah, and then there's this. Obviously dumb. Obviously you should back up. I don't even know what I was doing there. Yeah. What should I write for that? Don't try to get kills solo pushed up on Thresh when mid and or jungle are not seen on the map. Alright. Oh yeah, let's see here. We're slow pushing, it's fine. I think we're getting ganked because they're playing weird. Yeah, I get like one shot. I could have healed, but I don't think I'd live there anyway. Well, actually, I had heal barrier, so I definitely do. Alright. Don't... be sure to intend to use heal and barrier in tough situations. It's better to waste it than not use it. And die. Put it in the front of your mind. And early in the chain of commands. Of actions. Right now healing barrier is like an afterthought. Or I only use it 2v2, it shouldn't be an afterthought. It's better to just use it early, waste it, get it on cooldown. Flash is different, but healing barrier, I think it's better to do that. What are we doing here? We're pushing, we got the tower, that's good. We got pressure, Vayne's dead. Who's missing? Zed's missing. We should be backing up until we know that Garen has more pressure. Okay, so Jin's mid. We're limit testing here. This is valid. This is valid. I mean, should we do this in ranked? No, but limit testing against Zed is fine. Actually, well played. What's funny is I tried to lantern, but I just pressed the wrong button. I was just aiming there, and I hooked him, and it was just good. Damn good hook. I really want to turn this, but I just can't figure it out. Can't figure out how. I don't know what I'm doing though. I shouldn't be standing here. Oh yeah, because she's here, that's why. Yeah, she just disappears here. So bad. Top lane's here, which that's crazy. Is she TP? I don't even know. Shouldn't have just been here, obviously. So honestly, I probably shouldn't just say, oh, I'm limit testing. I just shouldn't be here. Like, if Garen's gonna pressure mid, then I let him do that. I pull back, and then if they show mid, then I pressure. There's no reason for me to just be perma pushing. Limit testing is not a valid excuse. You can limit test while playing properly. You limit test in real game situations, not these like random experimental situations. I actually don't know what to do here. Warding. I should be warding bot side though because drag's coming up. But the intention of warding's good. This was good. I'm happy about this one. I line up Thresh and then I hook here so that if he goes back then he gets hooked, and if he stays he gets hooked. I really think a lot of it is probably just hand-eye coordination with my new mouse. Because clearly I can think about where the hook needs to be. I think it's just a matter of putting my mouse in the right place. Alright, this is classic. I do this in rank too. There's nothing to do here, so I just push up. That's wrong though. She does well played though. She condemned me out of my lantern. But yeah, obviously, yeah. If the enemies aren't on vision, I shouldn't be on vision. That's the rule. And maybe I ward with Thresh. Like, honestly, that's probably the play. I walk around with Thresh and the rest of the team and ward. And sweep. This is actually really good. Like, even though Draven's dead, I'm playing Thresh, place a control ward, clear vision, set up a play mid. This is actually good. This is actually good. Let's see, do I land the hook? I bring Draven to land the hook. I mean, he's already dead, but this is a huge improvement. Wow, yeah, this is pretty sick. And now it's like, okay, Draven's back, welcome back. That's pretty sick. What are we doing here? This is wrong. This is dangerous. Too many people are not showing. Yeah, we should back up, back up. Well, I mean, I understand what I'm trying to do here. Okay, we have pressure bot, never mind. I probably saw Zed bot, actually. That's why I was doing this. I just missed it now. Because we're good. Only Vayne can flank, but I feel safe. That's good. I missed the flay. That's crazy. So this needs to stop happening. I need to figure out a solution. I need to look into... I'm going to look into monitors that are up and down. Or like resolution that's up and down, rather. Because that flaying thing needs to stop. That's wrong too. Again, there's no way I looked at this and thought, and my brain saw the situation and thought, let me hook right here. There's no way. There's no way. So I'm thinking it's a hand-eye coordination thing with the new mouse. It's a sensitivity thing. How do I fix that though? Because I have muscle memory on that other mouse. Oh yeah, I have to upgrade my Mac OS so that I can get the like program for this mouse so that I can change the DPI. And I'm gonna change the sensitivity to my old mouse, to the same thing as my old mouse. I like the movement of Thresh. He's just going in. Played the wrong way. I do that way too often. Like he actually, I have to ult because of that. Crazy. I could have done more with Thresh, but it's a bit advanced. Like thinking to throw my hook, like check if my hook's off cooldown while I'm kiting with Draven. Like I'm gonna need to practice kiting with Draven without looking, so I can glance at my Thresh without losing DPS to even know to hook, right? And then I have to execute the hook. So I think that's advanced. What am I doing here? We have pressure bot lane. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. I see that we have pressure bot lane. That's great. We need pressure top. This does not work with just pressure bot lane. What I'm thinking, I think, is that I want to be pushing mid so that Vayne has to make a difficult decision between where she's going to go. But I'm going too far. This is too far. We need Garen to be pushed up further in order to get away with this. And we need people to actually collapse on Garen. They get to kill bot, that's great. They push bot. This is, yeah, I'm too far up. This is not, it's not gonna work. Missed the hook. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. This needs to stop. There seems to be a recurring pattern of that. So I think I need to understand support macro, and then I need to play my ADC around the support macro. Because there's a lot of instances on ADC where it's like, well, I can't shove the wave. There's no camps to take. There's no fight going on there. I just have nothing to do as ADC. And so I think in those times, I need to escort my support in clearing vision, getting vision, and doing other support macro things. Like in this instance. And then, you know, if we get pressure top, if they collapse on top, we push mid. Simple.
Red team's turret has
Right? But like even if we run into Vayne here while we're getting vision, it's 2v1. Don't you think you're playing like that because it's normally? I hear what you're saying. Other days, yes. But today I was actually trying. Today I was trying because I'm taking it seriously now. This is fine. I'm like doing stuff on Thresh while I'm helping with drag. Not doing much. My brain is pretty much quiet. Like my right brain is like ready. It's like ready for action. Whatever you need. It's like waiting for a command. I see you, bro. That's actually funny to watch. Like my Thresh was out there doing stuff and like he's like ready for action. This is a terrible positioning. I've died way too many times in solo queue doing stuff like that. I did not need to be positioned like that. Let's see. Stop, Thresh. Thank you. Back up, back up, back up. Back up, bro. What's... Back up. What are we doing? Same problem. Same problem. Okay, we have... I think I just need to watch like a YouTube video on support macro. Although... And see, that's what happens when your Thresh actually lands the hook. You can turn stuff like that. That's what I mean, like, I need to get good at landing the Thresh hooks, because it changes everything. But yeah, no, we should not be up there, bro. There's literally no reason. So yeah, I'm going to watch a video on support macro, and I hope that just watching that, I'll be like, oh, now I know what to do. Because when you're playing as an ADC, if you have nothing to do, doing nothing and surviving is a valid option. That's the valid option. You just wait for the wave to come to you, right? So, I mean, I can do that with Thresh and stuff. I don't know. I don't think that's correct, though. But pushing like that's definitely not correct. Lantern, that's cool. Covering top. Oh shit. You getting a fight? What happened? Okay, she lives, I don't know. That's fine. This is fine. Good control ward. Clear wards is great. Placing a ward, except I turn here. Don't miss, Thresh, don't miss. I don't miss, this is great, except I get hit. And I die. Okay, so this is important. I wanted to review this. So what happens here? What is wrong here? The thing is that you are not able to play with your teammates with Thresh. I haven't even noticed that, but you think so? While you do anything with Draven. Alright, I'll keep that in the back of my mind as like food for thought. And then go with your other teammates. Okay, I think there's a solution. Eventually, I think maybe, yeah. Oh, I think probably, yeah. I think there's a solution, and the solution is that if I play proper macro with Draven, like split push, I can autopilot it. If you can do that in your God. I'm not God, but metaphorically. But one day I think it's possible, and here's how I see it happening. Like I said, catching Draven axes without looking, that's one of the steps, okay? And then the other thing is actually playing proper macro. So if I'm playing proper macro here, split pushing, here's what happens, okay? Okay, everybody's mid. There's one person bot. I can kill them. I'm going to push bot, push bot, push bot, push bot. Okay, they're missing now. I back up. Back up, okay? Okay, they're back here. Push bot, push bot, push bot. Okay, they're missing. Like they're coming down for me. Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, push bot. So I can avoid a fight doing that. So all I need to do is be like, okay, now I need to push a wave. Okay, now I need to back up. And I can probably practice that in custom games, in practice tool. I could probably practice pushing waves like that and backing up and pushing waves like that. I could probably do like 50 or 100 or more repetitions of that. And if I'm doing that automatically, then I can move with Thresh and play around here. That's one way I see that possible. I mean, I don't see any other way of that, but I'm sure that there is other ways. But that's a powerful strategy anyways, because you're playing proper macro anyways with Draven. There isn't a better play to be had in these instances. So it doesn't demand you to do anything other than be patient, clear waves when you're safe, draw pressure, and back up when you're not safe. Be cool-headed and patient and just repeat. In these instances, that is the only play. You do not fight. Yeah, I can practice playing with friends. That was actually on the table, so that might be happening soon. I have one friend who is playing with me, and we might get another. Viewers, actually, they're viewers. But I think that is pretty realistic. But also the thing is I don't know what to do with the Thresh. So that's another thing is I need to know what to do with Thresh. What's the support macro, the timings and everything. Because then I have incentive to actually do this. Right now I have no incentive because as far as I'm concerned, all Thresh is doing is setting up kills for Draven, lanterning him out, and warding. Rotate. You know what's crazy though? I feel like the Thresh part of my brain got offended when I said that. I swear to God. I swear my right brain was like, bruh. Like, but rotate. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more complicated than that though, because there's timings, there's timers for warding, there's timers for recalling and all different things. So you can have like a detailed roadmap, and that's better. The more you can have structured and scheduled, the better, because the less you have to think. And then the more bandwidth you have to actually do like different things. So if you, like, for example, if I know I'm warding here at 150, I don't have to think about that. I don't have to make a decision. There's no fatigue from it. Alright, so right here, I walk into the E, that's the problem. Get hit by the R, that's the problem. Alright, here's a solution. Solution is to position down here, behind Thresh. I didn't recognize this as a threat, because I thought she was so behind. Position down here. That's the solution. So I'll write that down. Position safe, well behind. I mean, this is just good ADC anyways. Well behind and unreachable.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Until Thresh sets up a play. Position Draven. So he can capitalize. So he can engage
Blue team's turret
and
has been
capitalize with intended Thresh play.
destroyed. Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
But unreachable. To threats and potential threats. And with that, consider potential threats for Draven before and during plays. Place consideration of threats and potential threats. To the front of your mind. There we go. Yeah, definitely more difficult, so I have bad bad macro. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I know ADC macro. I know ADC macro, and I know some support macro. Like, I know that supports are supposed to roam sometimes, and like rotate this, that, and the other. Like, I know some of that. They should ward, but I don't know the specifics yet. I just know like what's important to know as an ADC, so I can play around them. But that's gonna really level things up when I know what to do with Thresh, other than hook, you know, because maybe that's why I force hooks, because I don't know what to do. The game turns around at this point, though. Like, at this point, I think I figured things out. Okay, so I'm playing safe now. Alright, makes sense. I'm gonna cover top with Garen. Garen wants to fight though. I don't know if that's correct, but whatever, we're gonna try. Not a bad hook. Probably misses though, to be honest. Probably misses. Again, I think it's a sensitivity thing. I'll make a priority to update my, what's it called? Update my, damn. Update my OS on my Mac. I love doing that, by the way, but it didn't work in this instance. Update my OS so that I can fix the DPM on my mouse, so it's 1,000 instead of whatever it is now. I think it's like 600 probably. So here was actually good. This was smart. So actually I wonder if she had vision of us here. Ah, yeah, maybe she saw him flanking. So I chose to send the Thresh to flank, which that's awesome. And we push. Hook there, really, which is sick. And then we end. Okay. I think that was a lot very informative, and I have a lot of rules here, so let's just go over the rules. Bad trade while Thresh is warding and shoving when slow pushing towards us. Okay. Yeah, so while I sent Thresh to ward at 150, Draven was still contesting the wave for no reason when the wave was slow pushing towards us. So now I know. If I crash the second wave and the third wave is slow pushing towards us and I send Thresh to ward at 150, I back up on Draven. I let the wave slow push towards us. And then I reunite Draven and Thresh and do something there. So that's an important note. I could probably, I mean, I think what I'll do is I'll try to incorporate one of these every game. And lock it in. So, yeah, when Thresh wards at 150, if it's crashed, the second wave is crashed, it's going to slow push back, and I just let that happen. I don't need to contest with Draven. There's no reason to do that. You just take a bad trade. Huge. That's a huge fix. Number 2, level 2 Thresh runs too far away. Keep him close even while focusing on Draven. Okay, that'll be helpful too. Even if Thresh uses his hook and his fillet, sometimes I just have him walk away. I should keep him close. So as insurance. He doesn't have hook, he doesn't have fillet, but if something goes wrong, I can lantern. Or I can heal. Or I can block. In this instance, I didn't need a block, really. Level 5, did not dodge bubble on Thresh, and as a consequence, we lose 100% guaranteed kill. Intend to dodge and not simply expect to get hit here and there. Intend for getting hit by skill shots to be the exception. Alright, yeah, to be the exception, got it. So, put in my mind that my intention is to actually dodge. I'm not just going to brute force my way through a bubble, like just keep walking. I'm going to actually try to dodge. And be just conscious, like my mind's just going to be ready, like, oh, Nami bubble, time to dodge. Just setting the intention so my mind is aware of what it's supposed to do. Alright, next one. Stopped tracking movement of Jhin once decided to hook. So I tunnel visioned, and I threw the hook to... I threw the hook where he was going a second ago, but he changed directions. And I had plenty of time to recalibrate where I was hooking, but my mind was already set on hooking where... It's like my mind stalled. So I need to keep my mind fluid. It needs to be fluid when I'm hooking. I'm tracking him, and then I'm throwing the hook when it's opportune. It needs to be fluid. It needs to be dynamic. It needs to be relaxed. I'm not clamping. I'm not trying to hook him. I'm flowing and I'm hooking. That needs to be the way it's set up. I think that'll fix with muscle memory though, because I do think that, again, because my sensitivity is different, I have to use my conscious mind to line up the hook rather than intuition. I think that's what's causing the delay. It needs to be instinct. That it'll take like 30 milliseconds to actually make the decision to throw the hook instead of like 160. That's the difference between your unconscious mind and your conscious mind. You know, like when you play piano, that's your unconscious mind if you've practiced it a million times. But your conscious mind is the one that's struggling to play piano, is trying to learn. But once it's a habit, you know what I mean? You just do it automatically. So, fixing the DPM will be a huge fix. Don't try to get kills solo pushed up on Thresh when mid or jungle are not seen on the map. Yeah. If Draven's dead, don't overstay on Thresh, especially if mid or jungle is missing. Be sure to intend to use heal and barrier in tough situations. Like, don't be afraid to barrier or heal, just use it right away. That makes sense to me. It's better to waste it than not use it and die. Put it in the front of your mind and early in the chain of command of actions. Position safe on Draven. Position safe, well behind, and unreachable until Thresh sets up a play. That's just good ADC positioning. My name's Riley, by the way. Riley. Zipta. Thresh sets up a play. Position Draven so he can engage and capitalize with intended Thresh play, but unreachable to threats and potential threats. Consider potential threats for Draven before and during a fight. Place consideration of threats and potential threats to the front of your mind. Alright, summoner spells. Alright, here's some more. Summoner spells are good enough. So if you get their sums in a 2v2, you don't have to overplay to try to get a kill. Take the sums, take the lane dominance, and control the lane. Make them miss CS, put them in a bad situation, maybe kill them later. Death by 1,000 cuts. Very powerful. Intend to dodge skill shots with Thresh and with Draven. Allow your mind to feel where to hook. Do not think, feel it. I think that'll come with muscle memory. If enemy is 80% max range of hook, throw slightly down below them. You just notice that. If they're at the end of the hook, they don't dodge. But if they're like 80% of the way, they dodge down. Below hooking, look at Thresh screen for 1 second, line up hook, breathe out, and throw the hook. Alright, so this was a lot. This was a lot, and what I'm going to do is, like, tomorrow, I'm going to choose one thing to try to do that game. And then I'll review that game, and there's going to be reoccurring patterns. And then I'll probably choose one of those that I think is the best to focus on. And then I'll review. There's going to be reoccurring patterns and mistakes. And then I'll choose another one, and in time I'll be knocking out these mistakes. And this is a big deal. This is, I mean, these mistakes, this is what loses games. So, this is a big deal. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna choose one of these. I'm gonna focus on one of these. And yeah, and set my intention for that game to play everything else the way that I've been playing, but then add that. Just that one thing, just fix that one thing. One actionable thing. Alright, how long have we been reviewing? It's 12 o'clock at night. It means we've been reviewing for like probably over an hour. That's good though. Alright. Well, we're done with the review, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed. So I'm gonna download this game. So I'm gonna post it and probably post some of the review. I'm gonna get a clip and yeah, and then get ready for bed. I feel my mind is like flexing, like my brain is like flexing right now, or there's blood flow to my brain right now. I feel it in my forehead. So this has been pretty stimulating. All right. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. I mean, I hope you guys have a good night. And yeah. Alright, Zipta. Good night. It was cool. It was cool having you. All right, I'm gonna wait. So tell me when the stream's caught up, because if I end the stream now and the stream hasn't caught up, it'll just cut off. So you won't see like what the last thing I said. So I'm gonna just wait like a minute for everything to catch up, and then I'm gonna end stream. So maybe let me know when you see it, and I'll end it a little bit after that. You guys see my leg? I'm not gonna make you see my leg. I'm in shorts, by the way. I'm in shorts. All right. All right, I'm gonna say bye, and then I'm just gonna wait a little bit. All right, bye everybody. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. It was fun. I'll see you later.